I'm Jose.
I'm Levon Lux.
And we are Two Most Wanted.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl. We
What's
done
up,
fucked
girl?
up.
We done did it now. As the children
We
say.
fucked up.
We ate. We just came back from eating, and we ate all of the things at the dumpling spot.
Why would we do that before recording?
Fucking Vanessa, man. She duped us into her dumplings.
She did. They were so good.
They were good, but I'm super full right now.
I'm
Like
so
I
full.
feel it. Like just sitting down. Just but when we were we record like I guess our screenshots.
Yeah.
That I then edit,
Mhm.
and I think you can hear me like burp for like.
Oh, yeah. If you just
Constant.
play the 30-second recording of me doing my selfies, you're going to hear Jose
burp,
just
burp, burp,
burping,
burp, burp,
just
burp.
moaning and groaning, just upset.
Like any old person, I have club soda right here so that it can help relieve.
And I have coffee. Hi, puta.
Hi, girl. So, welcome.
So not the best time for this topic with how we're feeling, but this was the topic that we designated for today.
But you know what? It adds some reverence to it because I have been in a position in which it was time for the sex and I was like, ooh, but my stomach, I just ate. Like, I can't. No.
Uncomfortable. Why is it that with dating, it's so common to go to dinner first and then do things? It's like, okay, I get it. If you're new to this person,
Right?
you would meet up, you would go out. But what happens when you just went out, had an amazing dinner, and then you're going home and getting it on? Like, I can't.
I don't get it specifically for gay men because it's surprise to everyone listening, anal for the most part. So I don't know how you go to dinner and then like we're gonna do it. I'm like, no,
It's going to be a blowjob night is what it's going to be because
it's gonna be sleeping on the couch night. Like I don't feel like doing shit. I just
you're like, I'm
ate.
not putting anything else in my mouth. What are you
I just
talking
went to
about?
the Sizzler. I just got me an all-you-can-eat buffet and a steak.
Sizzler.
And you think I'm going to what? I'm going to nap.
Right? That's how I feel now. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think back, like, was it different in my 20s? But I don't think I've ever felt comfortable eating a full meal and then having sex. I mean, have I done it? Sure. Has that been good sex? Absolutely not.
Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I've never done it.
It's not good. I mean,
I've
so
never.
for me, as a woman, I feel like, and as a petite woman, no less, especially in my 20s. Oh my
She's
God.
petite, you guys.
I'm so petite.
So
Like
small.
now I'm more,
She's so small.
now I'm more of like a normal adult size, I feel like. Maybe not normal. I don't know. But in my 20s, I was not an adult sized human being.
I do remember. I remember you in your 20s, and
I was
you were
so
very.
tiny.
I used to like the way I would see it is that you had that same body type like Christina Aguilera had in the day.
Yes.
Like she was like.
I loved her because I was like, oh, we could wear the same clothes.
Yeah.
You are little and so am I. And then when Christina Aguilera came to be the pop icon that she was at that time, all the stores started carrying my size jeans. They'd never had a 0 and a 00.
Because you're considered what, a petite at the time?
At the time, yeah.
Now you're just like average.
Right. Now I have hips and ass that fit into all kinds of size mediums. But back then,
give you a pair
it was 00.
00.
Yeah, I was so teeny tiny.
What waist number is that? 00.
I don't know. So
'Cause
I
women's
had
sizes go by,
a
like, numbers.
22-inch waist back then.
But women's, like when you buy jeans, I notice, or pants, they always go by numbers, like a 2, a 3, a 4.
Right. So it was 00, 0, 1, 2, and then like 3, 4, 5.
Jesus.
But before Christina Aguilera, they started sizes at like 2. And there was never jeans that fit me. And then all of a sudden, Britney and Christina came out, and I was like, I'm in business.
Yeah.
I can have cute clothes too.
Look at you being
With
inclusive.
the low rise, oof, those low, the zipper was like half an inch.
For what, though? So a wisp of fart?
Exactly.
Like-
If you queefed, everyone knew. Like,
Your jeans spoke. They're like,
they did. Seriously. They were so tiny. But
Well-
yeah, I used to eat McDonald's and like drink and still had like an indented, super flat stomach.
well, I never, like, okay, so going back to the sex thing,
Still didn't feel good to have
it
sex
makes
after that.
sense. On some level, I would rationalize it like, oh, yeah, it makes sense if you're going to go have sex with a woman, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you're not most likely doing anal. So
right.
Can you go through the poussoir after dinner?
No, you still feel, especially if you're tiny, like you still feel so stuffed, basically. You feel so stuffed. I mean, it's
say it. You have to say it. So stuffed.
I feel so stuffed. Like if someone's putting a dildo in me, or an actual
Wasn't
dick.
ready for that. Sorry.
Don't choke. Or an actual dick. It actually feels like when I lost my virginity, I described it as feeling like a stuffed turkey.
Was it Thanksgiving?
It was not.
It's a
but
Tuesday.
That's what it was just a Tuesday. But that's what I felt so overwhelmingly stuffed that it felt like I couldn't breathe. But obviously that's not the case. Totally different part of the body. But it felt like because my, high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
I mean, he was Jamaican. I'm just saying.
Whoa.
I'm just saying we were 17 or 18, but he was built like a man already. So
whole man.
And I was a teeny tiny girl.
Jeez.
And I was like, I remember just fetish. Being like I can't breathe.
Yeah. Jesus.
So if my stomach is full, my vagina's like, we just don't want to. It just feels like I don't want to right now.
She's like, I'm taking a nap.
Like there's a lot going on in my body. I'm digesting. It seems like it's overwhelming.
Yeah, I never understood that. I never understood the whole dinner and then the sex. I was like, and then also depending on what you would eat. And if you're going to a dinner,
yes.
like I'm sure there's a steak involved. At least with me there is.
That's what I would like, but that's what makes it so
dangerous.
Yes, but also, you know how Sex and the City used to be like the show to watch about dating and relationships and sex and all this stuff. And all these women would, eat salads on dates. And I used to be like, but why would you?
That makes sense.
I never just want a salad. But then you get older and you're like, oh, she's only having space for a salad for a reason.
She's holding space.
She's holding space for a salad. And
but that makes sense though. That makes you eat light.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
But then that kind of defeats the purpose of going to dinner.
That's what I'm saying. So like, there's been situations.
Foodies.
I want to eat. I want to eat like the best thing on the menu.
Yeah.
And then
a fucking
after
Caesar
that,
salad.
I can't.
Shout out to Crystal.
And then after that, I can't fuck. If I'm eating the best stuff on the menu, I cannot have sex after that.
No.
We're going to lay side by side and watch like a loud film in case one of us has to fart. That's what we're going to do. By an open window.
Tonight.
That's romance at 40.
Cheers.
Yep, cheers. Chink,
clink,
to
clink,
that.
clink. Sorry, a little sippy break. Because I need to get this gas out. Sorry, TMI, but I am
we ate so
full.
many dumplings.
I had a whole soup, and then I had these, what is it, bun things with pork in them, but they were too bun heavy.
They were very dough heavy.
Yeah.
So if we are talking about... So if I was having casual sex, like me and this person know it is what it is, we don't need to go to dinner.
No.
It's just come over.
I mean, that is the dinner, is the sex.
It's just, right, it's just your place or mine. And then you plan your meal time accordingly.
That's on you, boo.
Around where we're going to be at 8 p.m. Do you know what I mean?
1000%.
That's so much easier.
Yeah.
Then if you're dating seriously, then it's like, okay, let's have dinner. Let's go really eat. But then let's go really leave each other alone because we're not there yet. We're not in digestive territory together yet.
I mean, I think, and this is no surprise to nobody, that porn glorifies sex in so many kind of ways.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Specifically anal sex. Mm-hmm. Like the whole, setup of... I don't know, you go to a bar and then suddenly we're going to have sex. And I'm like, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
That definitely does not. I'm to me, it has to be, if we're going to have sex, it has to be pristine. Mm-hmm. Period. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not into scat play. I'm not into any of that shit.
No,
literally,
it needs to be
figuratively.
clean.
Yeah.
Squeaky.
And so that spontaneity thing, it's hot in theory.
Sure.
But in reality, it's, for me at least.
Are these guys just going out cleansed?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know if I can say the story. Fuck. Okay. I had a roommate who, he had a Poland Spring bottle by the what is it, the bathtub, and it's what he would use to douche.
Oh.
And this poor little Poland Spring bottle has seen better days, because that poor girl was just crushed by the corner of the shower.
Oh no.
And hey, look, I get it. Times were tough at then, and maybe he didn't have for douche or whatever, but he would use it before going out to the club, like going out. So he was like prepped.
Yeah.
And also he was also mindful. He wouldn't eat certain things before he go out, and that's also my mindset.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you maybe just go out ready.
Yeah. So some do. Some do. I have. Again, I was never really that kind of social butterfly back then. Mm-hmm. So I never, when I would go out, it was never the intention of like hooking up.
Right.
So I never really went down that preparation route. Mm-hmm. But roommates have. And I'm like, good for you, going out to battle.
Yeah.
Get it. So I don't know many who... Do I know people who are into like just kind of come as you are? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. No, I don't.
You don't know those people?
No,
Interesting.
I don't. I wonder if they must exist.
I'm sure.
You know, like
I'm sure.
But I don't know any.
So I think that because I'm not interested in dating right now, but I am open to casual. I can't say super casual encounters. Like, I'm not interested in like going out.
What's your definition of
someone.
A super casual encounter?
Like, I don't want to just go out, meet someone, and hook up. I'm not into stranger danger. I'm not into it, female or not. I'm just not, because I need more of a connection. I need a little bit more than we just met.
Well, I don't know if we said on the pod. I know we said it amongst each other, but what is it? Sapiosexual?
Oh, we were talking about that, like being attracted to someone like mentally or something like that.
And I'm starting to piece together that that's the kind of person I am.
Yeah, I need there to be some kind of chemistry and some kind of intelligent conversation, some wittiness, the ba'a. I need the ba'a.
What's that?
The banter.
Oh, the
ba'a.
The ba'a?
That's how English people say it.
Oh,
okay.
The ba'a. I thought it was a burp.
I need the ba'a.
She needs the ba'a.
The ba'a. So good, ba'a.
No, that's 100%. I need that connection. I need that. But yes, you were saying.
So if I can get the connection and then casually hook up, I would be fine with that. I'm open to that.
Yeah.
Because I just don't have the capacity for dating right now. I just want to work, make money, focus. I'm into so many like little hobbies right now that are fulfilling me way more than any of the dating apps have. They're fulfilling me more than dating has. You know, like I just kind of comfortable doing me. And like, but the thing is, summer's coming. You and I have absolutely been in a dry spell. We should have fun.
Yeah.
We should meet people. We should be having sex. That is what we should be doing, because why not? Right? Because why not?
We're young.
But I want to like skip the dating part. And I'm like, how?
See, funny enough, and not surprising, I don't mind the dating stuff. Because now that I've kind of garnered that I need to have a connection, well, what better way to garner that connection than through a date, right?
Sure, yeah.
But like where? outside like
the apps are awful.
The apps are. They really are.
And I don't have it in me to be that social. I would like, of course I want to be more social. It's going to be summer. We're going to go places. We're going to do things. Yeah. I'll be open to meeting, mingling, whatever, but I'm just not looking anymore. I'm not into it. I'm not feeling dating has been like whatever. Unremarkable.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, but I do want to have casual sex. I do want to have that happy medium of like, not super casual, but
I was going to say friends with benefits.
I guess maybe. I say maybe because I have ruined a number of friendships with sex.
With the sex.
So I say maybe, but actually no.
Wait, no
like,
what?
Like I don't want to fuck any of my friends. Do you know what I mean? Like no, it's not a friends with. Maybe situationship type thing, or I don't know.
Like I can't see it. I think last week, or again, one of the pods I said it of. Well, now I have to find more male friends or something, and I'm like, but I don't know if I could sleep around with my friend. Like, that just seems odd.
Yeah, not your close friends.
No. And all my male friends that I have,
like maybe friend of friend,
are close friends. Yeah, friend of friend. Yeah, but not like friend. I can't.
No, like we all
friend.
go out and to some kind of summer something, beach, party, club, barbecue, whatever, and like an acquaintance, like someone knows they're not a total stranger. They have a little background information on them. You can be like, oh yeah, cool.
I feel like you have to have kind of not borders,
boundaries.
Boundaries. There we are. Boundaries with them, where like, okay, we don't get too personal to a degree, because then I guess you cross a line, or maybe you do.
I
Who
think
knows?
there's like unspoken rules where it's like,
fucking unspoken rules.
I know you never know the unspoken rules.
No, I don't.
I know all the unspoken rules.
I don't. Shed some light, please.
If you're dating someone, if you are dating or having casual sex, any of those things that are not relationship tracked, you do not ask who the other person is seeing. You don't ask if they're seeing anyone else. You don't ask those questions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's very like, don't ask, don't tell, period of that time. Yeah. Unless things are getting romantic and you're like, I can see myself with this person, or this person is giving me love signals, or then you have that conversation. Hey, should we consider being monogamous or exclusivity?
But
if you
that
have
feels
the
like
exclusivity
that's like
combo,
down the road.
Exactly. So until then, no one asks. Like,
no one tells.
Are you seeing other people? What do you do?
Yeah.
Who?
That makes sense.
Like, if you're gonna ask someone out, like, this is a thing that annoys the shit out of me. If, especially being super single, if someone goes, "What are you doing this weekend?" I'm like, none of your business.
But what if they're trying to hit on you?
It's tell me where we're going this weekend. If you're like, I would love to take you to this place this weekend. I would love to do this with you if you're available on Friday. And if I say I'm not available Friday, but I am Saturday, you don't go, oh, so what are you doing Friday? None of your business.
That kind of question.
And the thing is, you have to set that precedent early. So let's say I'm going to a yoga class Friday evening, which is very likely, right? That's not, like, I'm not even being very hypothetical here. Like, I'm going to a yoga class Friday evening, and if someone says, I'd love to hang out with you on Friday, I'm like, I have plans, but I'm available Saturday. Don't be like, oh, I have plans, I'm actually just going to yoga, but what are you doing? Don't. Because they will continue to ask you every time, oh, so what are you doing? And then that one time that you're like, oh, I'm actually going to meet up for, mocktails with another person, they're going to be like, oh. And then you get that fucking vibe. Fuck that. Like, stay in your lane. We're not a relationship. Stay all the way in your lane.
Yeah.
And you have to set that lane. You have to set that boundary early.
I have gotten in the past those questions like, hey, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Friday, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, oh, nothing. And then they I don't know, they proceed to ask what to do, but never like what you just described. But that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a way to ask someone out. Like, if I want to hang out with someone, if I want to spend time with someone, get to know them better, I might say, hey, like, I really want to go see this show, or I really want to go out to the park, or whatever. Show
initiative.
When are you available to do that with me? Let them give you a date, or ask them about it, but don't. So, blanket statement. What are you doing next week? Mm-hmm. We should hang out. Like, no, that doesn't. Those are dead end conversations. Like, they don't.
That's happened before. I kind of I used to put the ball in their court of just like, they'll ask, when are you free? And I'm like, I'm literally free all the time. Mm-hmm.
Make a plan, and then
nothing ever happens. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, I literally said I'm free whenever. Yeah. And yet they're like, And I'm like, all right, so then you're not interested. That's what I'm...
Right, yes. And we've talked about how people can't make plans. Yeah. They can't plan dates. I'm like, here is the date. I would like to do this thing. Would you like to come? Yes or no? No. Would you like to hang out sometime? Okay, so I'll move that to a different day, Yeah.
But now, okay, so finding the friends of beneficios.
or the casual, I don't know, acquaintance folks. It's going to be...
Well, I guess that would be like a friends
and
of
then
beneficio.
Having to say, hey, for me anyway, having to say, hey, like I'm looking for something casual, but also not someone who's trying to fuck everyone.
Yeah, because that just seems like a lot of baggage
Yeah.
from my end to have to navigate through, and not in the sense of I guess some people would consider it to be like jealousy or anything like that. No, it's not. It's more of just like, are you being safe? 'Cause,
Right.
you know what I mean? In
There's
this day and
that too.
age, that's my concern too, especially as a bottom.
Yeah.
It's like I'm more at risk than a top. So the idea of whether or not you're being safe, what precautions are you taking?
Right.
That has always discouraged me from a hookup. I've said this many times where, yeah, being a bottom, it's more concerning for me on so many levels, you know. You're literally, well, and it's a little too graphic the way I was about to phrase it, but you get what I mean. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. You know where I'm going with this.
Blah, 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 anal. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, that's always been a precaution. So now the idea of like friends with benefits, I'm like, okay, that curbs that not fear, concern a lot better, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the idea of someone who, I feel a burp coming on and it's not coming out. I'm so sorry.
We're never eating dumplings before
No.
recording ever again.
God, no. My goodness.
We're so full.
I'm so many
I'm
dumplings.
So full.
So, yes, finding somebody who's like on that same kind of wavelength of like, yes, you have your partners. I guess I have my one partner, whatever the case may be.
We have such a unique wavelength. Like I feel, even mine, I feel like is hard to get behind, because I essentially want to be like, you're not the love of my life, so like I don't want you to sleep over.
Well, that's kind of a thing.
If you
isn't
are
it?
the love of my life, you can stay as long as you'd like. And if you're not, it's like, okay, this was fun. Bye.
I'm trying to think of because the hookups that I've had were always I've never hosted, so I've never had that kind of you're not sleeping over kind of thing. Like, you're leaving, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right? Have you had that where you've hosted and it's been awkward?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I have. It's kind of like, sure, it's nice if they stay, but I'm like, it's also really nice if you don't. I really like being, on the couch at the end of the day with my cat and my shows and my snacks. I've become that single. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's also single child syndrome, which is what we both are.
Right. We have those rituals.
Yeah.
Only children we have our rituals, and we're like dedicated to them. And it's, you really, I hate to sound so like a freaking Hallmark card, but it's like, you have to be really special to change that.
Never heard that one
I
before.
love being alone, and you have to be really special to change that. It's, I have my little routines and I love that. And so sometimes if someone stays over, I'm like, all right, like, it's nice, but again, if you're not the love of my life, like, then my cat is. So if you just leave,
just close the door.
Like, it's fine that you're here. It's okay. It is kind of nice. Sometimes it's nice to cuddle with someone and feel really cozy and comfy with them. But I get to that point where I'm like, do we have to do it all night? Can you just leave at like 1 or something?
This kind of reminds me. I mean, it's off topic a little bit, but when I would sleep in the same bed with my boyfriend, and we would end up cuddling, and I'm like, I don't get off me now. Like, I want to
After
sleep.
a certain point, you're like, get off me. Yeah, I usually need to sleep solo.
Or even like the idea of like sleeping in the same bed. I'm just like, do we have to?
Ooh, yeah, good topic.
Yeah.
Hot take. I think married people should have their own bedrooms.
I mean, is it a hot topic if it's true?
But again, I'm like, if it's the love of your life, maybe you're just like,
I don't know.
Cool. I feel like, wouldn't it be nice?
Know.
Like,
she's getting comfortable.
let me get so comfy right now.
She's moving on this couch.
Because we are only children. We've always had our own bedroom, right?
True.
Even if you are madly in love and want to spend all this time together and cuddle and fuck and all these things. Isn't it so nice to have your own space to go to when you want to?
Yes, that's literally my entire existence.
Yeah. It's like
having
just
my own space.
disappearing into your bedroom that you decorated the way you like it.
Yeah.
Your bed is ready for you when you're ready for it. Like
100%.
Nothing is moved, nothing has changed. It's just your space. It gives
Get out of my head.
Right. It gives us a this beautiful false sense of control that we have
I know
become
it's
accustomed
not
to.
Is it false? It's real because
I just think control is like an illusion, but I'm just
so is the state of
that.
this country. It's an illusion. I wish. No, you're right.
It gives us that stability that we need to function. So I feel like
and recharge, really, because that's how I view my alone time when I come home and I'm by myself, or just by myself in general. I'm recharging from whatever expenditure I just had.
Yeah, and like, what if you and I think we both recharge on our couch at the end of the day. But what if someone else is on that couch doing their own thing and watching their own show?
Oh, I hated it when I had roommates. The amount of time.
Let me disappear into the bedroom for a while, but then what if they want to be what if they're ready for bed and it's like, I don't know. Just what if we had our own rooms?
I was the worst roommate ever.
I bet.
So when I went through 13 roommates in 3 years.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It's a sitcom. Because
Holy shit.
Every roommate that I have had is like some crazy story as to how they got kicked out, that I kicked them out for the most part. Some of them,
like everything was so crazy. I don't know how it happened because you kicked them out.
Some of them are bittersweet. Some of them, but for the most part, I would say 90% of them got kicked out for like really weird. Like there was never a repeat offender in terms of getting them kicked out. But that's a whole other like Jesus Christ. That's a whole sitcom. But when you mentioned the couch thing, when I wouldn't allow them to be on the couch, like I'm like, you couldn't, I'd come home and I'm like,
you're renting a room.
You're renting a room. Stay in your room.
Stay in your room. Yeah.
Stay in your room.
That's great.
And it was, and so I had one, oh my God. Okay. So one of my good friends, his name is Zach. He used to live with me. Oh God, everyone who knows this right now is like, oh my God, he's talking about it. But I'm not going to get into that. But I remember there'd be times where I'd come home and I want to be on my couch and watch my TV.
Yeah.
And Zach would just kind of be laying here on his phone or watching TV. And I'm just, in my mind, I would have to check myself. Mind you, he was roommate number God, I think it was like roommate number 10 or something. So I had to get, because I had learned with every roommate.
Sure.
I grew
that you hate
a little
people?
bit. Oh, 100%. But I also grew as a person to be less only childlike. Right?
Okay. You learned to compromise a little bit more.
Yes, with every roommate. Because the thing that my little hindsight of how roommates work is it's so much easier when you live in someone else's space opposed to someone living in your space.
Yeah.
Where you own all of the furniture and all these, and then you get very protective about it, especially as an only child. So my couch was definitely part of that. And so by the time Zach had moved in, I had learned a couple things of not being an asshole. And but I would have to check myself. He'd be on the couch, and the first thing I would think is like, I want to murder you. Get off my fucking couch.
Get off my fucking couch.
Get off my fucking couch. But then I would think, no, it's our couch. And I'm like, he didn't pay for it. And I'm like, it's our couch. Just let him go change, go sit on your bed. It'll be okay.
Just talking to yourself.
Yeah, literally.
Off a ledge.
And I'm probably staring at him with the only death stare, but that's the conversation that's going in my mind. So yeah, just like having your own space.
No, I love walking into my apartment and seeing my nice big couch. Yeah. It's waiting for me. My couch is like, welcome home, honey. And I can't wait to like crack open a ginger beer and lay there with Moo. And that's it. Putting on my shows.
Yeah. Like, and so going back to the whole marriage thing, right? Of like the idea of like sleeping in the same bed or something. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know how that would work. Because I sleep the way that I'm by no means am I like a crazy mover and shaker in the bed.
Same.
Excuse me.
I have my own little like, I actually only sleep on one side of my bed, which is
funny.
So
do I.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hypothetically, like right now I have a full-size bed. and I stay on one side for the most part. And it's not like left, right. It's either the center or more to my left-hand side.
See, but at least you sleep in the center, and that makes so much. I sleep on the far left side of my queen bed. It's weird.
That is weird.
Like there's plenty of room for someone else to be there, and I'm like,
but maybe
no.
you're holding space for Moo.
I'm holding space for Moo, who likes to sleep right on top of me.
Yeah,
and I'm holding space for the love of my life. That's what it is. That's why I can't have anyone else sleep over.
Because when I slept with in the same bed with my boyfriend, he would stay over. I don't recall it ever being uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, there isn't enough space or something like that.
Yeah.
But also the idea of having your own rooms. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, my parents have been sleeping in separate beds since I'm 40 now. I'd say since my mid-20s. Like, when I would go over that, my mom had her separate bed. But their excuse was because my dad is a snorer. Is that a word? Snorer? Yeah. Snoring.
He snores.
And snores. And my mom hates it. My mom's a light sleeper. So she had to get a separate bed in a separate room.
Yeah.
And to this day, it's the same thing. And I thought, that's nice. I don't mind it. Like, sure.
Yeah.
Live, laugh, love. It's your marriage. Do whatever you want. You want to have your own room?
I think it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I think it makes so much sense. It makes me want to, when I grow up, have a bigger home with more bedrooms. And so it's like, we always talk about how you have 2 bedrooms, I have 2 bedrooms, but our spare bedrooms are like our big ass closets and storage and whatever. I have a small guest bed.
It's my retail space where I have all my clothes on display.
Right. I have clothes and a small guest bed and like storage for photography shit and modeling shit. But I would love to have like a home with a few bedrooms so that I can still have that and also have our own spaces. And if one of us is working from home, we have like a whole other office and just not be up each other's ass, No,
because it's separate space is the best space.
Is the best, yes. Yeah, like I would love to have a separate bedroom for my partner and then be like, let's have a sleepover tonight. Like that's our date night. Like this is romantic. We're going to go out to dinner and we're going to come back and not have sex and we're going to go to our own bathrooms and then we're going to meet on the couch and watch a movie and
I've heard
then we can get in the shower together and then have sex.
Not have dinner before sex.
No.
I've heard that from other relationships that I find really fascinating because I don't think maybe I have dated long enough, but I just never noticed it. Mm-hmm. Where I've heard this from married couples, how they yearn for that dating stage where they would see each other and then go their separate ways.
Right.
And I thought, oh wow, that's nice. I've never had I did have like a lived-in boyfriend per se, like with Robert. He was here all the time, so I felt like I was living with him.
Right.
But I didn't mind it because I loved him. You know what I mean? So it's
everything is different when you're madly in love with someone.
Yeah, right? I'm like, I don't mind you at all.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to date. I just want to be madly in love.
Oh,
if I can't have that.
Madly in love. Did you not hear my stories? They're all sad. Madly in love sucks. Just saying.
We're trying.
But no, I get you. Bypassing the whole dating thing. And then my thing is like, it's kind of my only way to get to know you. So I'm like, I need to go through the dating phase. I just don't. The ways of finding those dates are the part that is just like, it's not even exhausting. It's just like, oh, well, how do I do it? That doesn't involve the apps.
It's going to be fascinating to navigate this summer.
It is.
I'm interested to see how we navigate this summer.
I recently was celebrating a friend of ours' birthday. Mm-hmm. And we went to the club.
The club.
And it was
gay.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Gay club.
And I thought, like, how do people, I guess you can, we've discussed this on, I think it was the first episode, where I'm like, we can't be at a bar because we can't be yelling over music.
Yeah, I don't want to do the yelling over music thing.
And that's, of course, what's happening at the club. With
you
the
can eye-fuck each other from across the room.
But then eventually you have to speak.
Right.
And where, though?
But then it's like...
On the dance floor?
I think if you see someone that's hot and they're staring at you and you're staring back and you feel like that, you feel that there's science between you, I think maybe you just exchange numbers in those environments. I think it's very like, hey, what's up? You're hot. Now, single? Yeah. And then like just exchange numbers and then chat later because you can't, there's crowds and yelling.
That would be smart. I'd be so whet for that person to do that. Like, here's my number. I don't think that doesn't happen. To me, I haven't experienced that yet. I have to go out more, though.
We are gonna go out this summer. Damn it.
We are.
Jose and I have enough clothing. We have enough going out clothing to style a small island of people every day for a year without reusing one piece.
It's true.
And we don't use any of it because we don't go out. So this summer is going to be our most fashionable summer ever.
We are going to go out.
Starting with the Beyonce concert next month.
No, that's this month. Wait, no, it's still April.
It's in...
Right?
Well,
by the time this comes out, it's probably May.
Right. But so, like, by the time this comes
April.
out, we're going to be at the Beyonce concert, like, in a couple of weeks.
From your trip from Japan.
Yeah, I'll be back from Japan. Super exciting.
So excited for that. I wish I was going.
That'll be a whole other episode about how I talk about how Japan is so much
So
better
I feel
than
like
the US.
we didn't really solve any questions.
We didn't solve any of our problems, but at least we talked it out.
We literally talked it out. I burped it out. So what's our conclusion?
Our conclusion is that we're going to need people to leave comments on how to date and fuck summer 2025.
Like, I think people at some point thought that we were like going to give advice, which I'm all for, and I'm all open for the advice.
I mean,
but
we answer
need
questions.
the advice.
We answer questions, but we need the feedback.
Advice.
You guys need to get up in these comments.
I need advice. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Like,
Two
someone,
Most Wanted is like Two Most questioning it all because
Two Most wanting answers to all the things.
To all of the questions. Yeah.
So please let us know.
Let us know where
give
you're
me
going to be this summer.
Slip into the DMs and just be like, bitch, do this, or bitch, don't do that, or bitch, don't start off with bitch. Be nice, but you get what I mean. Just send me some. I need to know. I need some resource. I need to know where to go. I don't. Okay, so we'll say this. I don't want to be on the apps.
No,
like I don't.
I'm not getting back on. I refuse.
I was never on, so I never got on the horse.
I refuse.
But I don't want to meet anyone on the apps. So if anyone can let me know where to go,
let a girl know.
What wine and sip do you attend?
If someone could just tell me where the love of my life is, that'd be great.
Oh my god, that'd be so great.
That'd be great. I'm in Westchester. So. And
I'm in Crooklyn. So and this schmuck called Williamsburg.
So that's it. This one's on you guys. Help us out.
Yeah, I'm giving you guys homework.
Go do your homework.
Yeah.
All right?
So how do we end this?
Oh, yeah. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching. We put out new episodes every Tuesday on Spotify. And new visual episode every Friday right here on YouTube. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Until then, goodbye.